137 yards, 2 touchdowns before going to the sidelines. After the game, Mike Tomlin spoke of Big Ben, saying, quote, "I thought we got what we wanted to get accomplished." So let's pick the preseason Week 2 performance that had us the most satisfied with the hashtag got what we wanted. Peter, did you get what you wanted?
I got what I wanted out of Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson was up there in Green Bay after a week of practicing against Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. He went out there and he was outstanding. If you missed this game, it was on NFL Network. He was lights out hitting, felt like Tyler Croft every single play. That's going to be the connection. Wilson to Croft.
Right.
I always preach patience with this Jets team. They're so young. They're not going to win many games this season. I know that because of just the youth on the roster. And yet, this guy is going to win many highlights, and he's going to win many fans. He has been outstanding through 2 games. I thought Week 1 he was great. I think he was better even in Week 2. Look at him rolling across his body, hitting the pass.
Peter, maybe they win some games this year.
Maybe I'm dismissing them too many times here on the show. Maybe they actually do go out there.
Yeah.
I just feel like there's a big uphill climb with that roster as a whole, but they got the quarterback right after 2 games, at least in the preseason.
All right, I'll take you to Green Bay. I remember playing against the Packers, and all I heard was, "Go, Pack, go."
Yeah.
Go, Pack, go. I think it's going to be different. They should embrace a different type of chant, and that is run, Pack, run.
Okay.
I want to give somebody credit who's been balling out. Last week, Kylan Hill, he had a touchdown receiving out of the air, and this past week, he had a rushing touchdown. How about this young man? And the reason I'm bringing this up is because we know that they have running backs. I get it. I know that Aaron Jones is there and A.J. Dillon. They also have Dexter Williams and Patrick Taylor. I think for the first time in a long time, Aaron Rodgers might be playing with the most loaded running back group he's ever had. And as much as we want to see him sit back there and deliver and cut defenses up and be surgical like we've seen him do before, maybe occasionally leaning on the run game is going to be good for Aaron Rodgers and Matt before. So run, Pack, run, and shout out to Kylan Hill. 2 weekends, back-to-back touchdowns.
You know the NFL's leading passer was this weekend, guys?
We got
Mitch
Trubisky, 28. I could not love him more. I've always been a big fan. I always am rooting for this Ryan Tannehill vibe, part 2 of his career. He's up there in Buffalo. He got so much playing time against his former team, the Chicago Bears. I think Justin Fields is putting pressure on Coach Nagy. I think Andy Dalton is putting pressure on Coach Nagy by not performing up to snuff and being exciting. And I do think Mitchell Trubisky performing so well also adds a little bit of pressure and shortens the leash on QB1 Andy Dalton as well. I really did.
Awesome.
I loved seeing it. I could not have been happier. And then they dapped each other up before the game. It was great to see.
It was awesome.
Always rooting for you, Mitchell.
Nickelodeon MVP jokes all they want. Mitchell, number 2 overall pick. He's talented as hell. He's got a fresh lease on life, and we're rooting for him.
Agreed.
Next, during the Ravens-Panthers game, we saw Gus Edwards, the Ravens running back, rocking a custom-made bus chain in honor of his nickname, Gus the Bus, a nickname that Jerome Bettis has given him a full green light to wear. He has approved it. He says that's fine. Now, look at, there's a full-on bus right there with the headlights, and it appears to have a destination. I'm pretty sure that's custom. Let's pick the player, though. Let's go off of this, that you'd most like to see on a piece of jewelry with the hashtag Best Baller Bling. Peter, not Big Baller Brand.
Yeah.
Best Baller Bling. Let's go to Mr. Bling, P. Shrey.
Shout out to Jello.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Bling Bling.
Yeah.
DG, was that who was there? I love that guy. Nooch. Who's Nooch? Ben DiNucci. Okay, I'm watching Hard Knocks, and they're all referring to him as Nooch. What up, Nooch? What up, Nooch? I think it's the coolest nickname, Nooch. I want to see a chain on my man Nooch that just says Nooch. But we learned on Hard Knocks, he is also a expert chess player. So you want to put maybe a little queen,
little bishop,
little king, little pawn, little something, little chess piece. But the Nooch, I want to see a Nooch chain with a little chess piece on it. I think that would be really cool.
Peter, are you doing this like you sometimes put it out there for jerseys, and then you get a Chuba Hubbard jersey?
I want a Nooch chain. Nooches look good. I watched him in the preseason this week. I think the Nooch might have a roster spot too.
All right, I'm going with the guy who had one hell of a catch. But can we run this catch right now? This is Jordan Franks, who had a beautiful catch on the sideline, a little toe drag, swag. Yeah, check this out. And listen, there's just something about the Browns. You know, like there was something about Mary. There's something about the Browns. So for me, let's go ahead and give him the nickname Franks and Beans.
Go ahead, Nate. Go ahead.
Franks and Beans.
You gave him a name.
Yeah, I think that's a great nickname, you know, because you kind of throw these footballs like beans, and these guys are catching them. So instead of going Air Jordan Franks or Air, let's just go Franks and Beans.
How'd you get the beans above the Franks?
Hey, how'd you get the beans above the Franks? Hey, come look at this. Frank, come look at this.
It's the best. Way to go, Nate.
I like that you gave a nickname. I thought it was
What's the chain?
Sure.
Change Franks and Beans.
Okay. Yeah. Is it the words or the image?
Is it the image?
Image too.
All right, baby, let's go.
All right, picture this guy. It's week 10 or something, and he gets a chance to start, and he walks up to the post-game podium. Let's take a look. Do we have it? This kid? This one right here.
Yeah.
And he walks up and he does the WWE walk up there, and he's got a macaroni and cheese bowl, like platinum, canary diamonds for the macaroni, a spoon, all of it just hanging from him. I would like that, to live in that world. So yeah, mac and cheese.
I like that. I think I've seen that before on the rapper.
Have you? Oh.
Pretty sure.
Well, apologies to him.
Someone said once that when Karen asked to see the manager, that's the manager walking, and I can't shake it out of my head.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I just took him as the manager. All right, if you don't know this, this is Nate's final week on the show in his present role. He'll be leaving in a certain regard that we're still not totally sure of. But while going through our favorite Nate moments in show history, we stumbled upon just a little gem of Nate doing his best Steve Urkel impression.
We're back tomorrow, 7 a.m.
We'll be here.